video, let us learn about constructor-based dependency injection. In case of constructor-based dependency injection, the dependencies of a class are injected through a constructor. Say for example, here I have two classes. One is a student class, the other one is a department class. Student has an instance of department. How will department be injected to student object? In a normal Java application, how do we do this? For that, first we will create a department instance. Then we will create a student instance or a student object. While creating the student object itself, we will be adding the department instance as parameter. This is what is called as constructor based dependency injection. In case of Spring, Spring by default will create the department object and add it to the student object. Or you can say like this, the Spring framework will create the department instance and inject the department instance to student instance. So now let us see a simple example of this. Here I have student class with name, city, roll number and department. Name, city and roll number of primitive types. Department is of type department class itself. Now let me create three different types of constructors. So let me go to source, generate constructor using fields. One is with name and city alone, and go to source, generate constructor using fields. One with name and roll number alone, and one more with all the parameters. When you are doing dependency injection using constructor, the dependencies can be injected by type, that is the data type of the instance variable, by name, the name of the instance variable, or by index, the position of the instance variable. We will be learning about this in detail. Now let me go to the department class. Here I am having only one instance variable. Let me create a parameterized constructor with department name, and also let me generate toString. Here also I am going to use XML based metadata configuration. So let me create one. For this, let me select src main resources, right click, new, other, Spring Bean configuration file, click next. Let me give the name as constructor context.xml and click finish. Here I need to create a bean for student and department. Let me first start to create a bean for student. Bean id equal to student, class is equal to fully qualified class name of student. So it should be com.srishti.constructor base.student. Inside this I need to call constructor argument. We are using constructor based dependency injection. In this scenario, the dependencies can be injected either by name or by index or by type. In case of name, you are talking about the name of the instance variable. In case of type, you are talking about the data type of the instance variable. In case of index, the position of the instance variable. So in my case, let me just write it, constructor argument. Here control space, you can see here I have got index, name, type. Of course you know what is reference and value. Value is to give a value for a primitive type, reference is to refer another bean. So to start with I will use name. So here name equal to name, that is the student name, name, then value equal to Raju. The next constructor argument, name equal to roll number, value equal to 10. Okay, why it is giving me error? I have not saved the student class. That is the reason it is giving me error. Let me save this. Now the error is gone. Now my first bean is created. This bean refers to the first constructor which is having name and roll number as parameter. Let us also try to create one more bean where we have name, city, roll number and department as parameter. So let me just copy this, Control C, Control V. I have got roll number, and together with that I need two more parameters. One is for city and one is for department. So here the name is department. What is the next attribute? Because this is of type department class itself, you cannot use value, you need to use reference. So I can just give reference is equal to DEPT. What is this DEPT? This should be an ID for the bean which is of type department itself. So I need to create a bean of type department. So I will give bean ID equal to DEPT, class is equal to fully qualified class name of department. So it is com dot shrishti dot constructor base dot department. Here also let me use constructor based dependency injection. This is having only one instance variable which is department name. So here let me add constructor argument name equal to DEPT name, value equal to CSE. Now let me save this. It is giving me an error in line number 10. Why? Because the ID is same. So let me give a different name, student 2, and here let me have it as student 1. I will save this. We need to create a main class. Let me try running this application. In this case we have just used the name of the instance variable. I will also show you how to use the type and the index, or when to use the type and index. So I am creating a main class. So this is constructor demo. Let me select public static void main, click finish. Within the main method we need to create an object of the IOC container. That is, we are instantiating the IOC container. Application context is equal to, here also we are using XML based metadata configuration. So it is class path XML application context, within which I need to give the name of the XML file, constructor context.xml. Now the IOC container is created. In the next line, from the IOC container I need to get the bean. So it is context.get bean of, the bean name was student1, comma student.class, so that I don't have to downcast it. The return type is an object of student. We have overridden the toString method, so I can print the student object directly. So in this case what it will print, because you are using only the constructor which is having name and roll number, it will print only these two. Rest of the values will be null. Let me try running this. Here you can see the output. Name is Raju, city null, roll number 10, and department is null. Okay. Now let me go in for the second one. I am going to give student 2. Again save and run. In this case you are getting all the values, because in this scenario you are initializing name, city and roll number using constructor argument, and you are asking the IOC container to inject department. How it is getting injected? In this particular line, constructor argument name equal to department, you have given reference is equal to department. So during the creation time of the object itself, this department object will be injected into student. So the IOC container will inject department during the creation time of student 2, that is when it is calling the constructor. Now let us try to understand about type and index. So for this let me create two more beans. I am going in for a 2 parameterized constructor. So let me give student 3. Instead of name I will give index is equal to 0, and here I will give index is equal to 1. Let me create one more bean. This is student 4. Here also I am using index as 0, that is I am going in for a constructor which takes name and city as argument. So for index 1 I need to pass Bangalore. Okay. Now we will try calling student 3 from the main class. So this is the main class. Instead of student 2, I will just pass student 3. Let me run the application. We have got the output. Now let us analyze the output. Name is Raju, but it has initialized city as 10. Instead of giving roll number as 10, it has initialized city as 10. Why? Let us see the XML file. In the XML file, we have given index as 0 which is assigned to Raju, index as 1 which is assigned to 10. The IOC container, what it will do is it will first check in for constructor with string as argument. So in our case we have a student class which is having 2 string as arguments. So automatically it is assigning name as Raju and city as 10. It is not considering this constructor at all. What should I do if I want to tell the IOC container explicitly that it has to map to this particular constructor? In that scenario, I have to go and add the type. So let me just give type equal to int. I have specified the data type of the instance variable. So here automatically it will go and call the constructor which is taking name and roll number as arguments. Let me save this. I will run the main class. In this case you can see that I am getting the proper output. So it means that when you are having more than one constructor with same number of arguments, in that scenario it is mandatory that you give type. If you are using the name of the instance variable, it is not needed. In this case, if you see, in case of student 1, we gave the name of the instance variable, it was working perfectly fine. But the moment we moved on to index, it was giving us an error because there are many constructors with 2 arguments. So you need to specify the data type. What about student 4? Is it necessary for me to specify the data type? Not required, because both of them are string. Let us check that out. I will go to constructor demo. Here I will give student 4. Let me save this and I will run it. So here you can see that it is printing name and city properly. So I hope this part is clear. In our example, we are trying to inject department into student. The IOC container reads the XML file and automatically injects department into student object while creating the object itself. In case of constructor based dependency injection, you have to decide whether you want to use name or type or index or combination of this put together. This is all about constructor based dependency injection. Usually in case of Spring framework, there is always a choice whether to select setter based dependency injection or constructor based dependency injection. How will you decide whether to use setter based or constructor based? Have a look. Use constructor based dependency injection whenever you want to add mandatory dependencies. Whenever you want to create application components as immutable objects, that is, once the object is created you cannot change the object. And when you want to give other components a fully initialized object, that is, when you are creating the object itself, all the dependencies are given to that object and it is ready. So when any other component can use this fully initialized object as such. Go for setter based dependency injection in case of optional dependencies. Whenever you want to add any kind of dependencies in a later stage, use setter based dependency injection. So this is about constructor based dependency injection. We have seen examples using XML metadata configuration. Moving forward, we will be going in for annotation based metadata configuration. That's it. Thank you.